I'll be doing my own colors here. What are some key colors? Something that goes well with pink, because this is something, well, this shows my coloring process after all, and also my thought process. Let's see, when I plan which colors to use, even the base colors are planned, because I have to think about what colors suit one another, you know? So I'm not gonna like give her dark black here and then bright yellow eyes when she's wearing something like this. Colors all have a similar extent of shading and or extent of like saturation, brightness, that kind of stuff. That's why you want to like retain the balance between the colors. You know? Like if something's very saturated, then the other colors might just need to be very saturated too, unless you're purposely making something one area extra saturated to emphasize focus on it, which is a technique. Okay, so this is the eye layer. Let's give her a turquoise eyes or some shit. Does that really match pink though? Like pink. It's just 1/3 of the color wheel counterclockwise. This should match it. Okay, so what I just said was I mentioned the color wheel and the clockwise and counterclockwise, right? That falls under color theory. The reason I did that was because color theory hypothesizes that if you select a color that is about 1/3 of the color wheel, either clockwise or counterclockwise, it should be complementary. See, around this kind of range. You know, so like if I have pink, I'll shade it with light blue. Or if I have green, I can shade it with blue too. Or I can highlight pink with yellow, like this. That comes later though. It's kind of tricky to explain just like that. I'm gonna have to show it. And if I feel like the eyes right now are too dark, I'll just increase the brightness. But that's kind of lame. See, that's too light. But it depends on the feel you want to go for. I'm just gonna have to go on the hair for now. Okay, let's use another color theory thing. So we have pink right here, this kind of pink, and this kind of blue. I could give her a hair color that is in between them, which would result in something like this, which should match the pink down below while also matching the sky, or I mean the ocean blue, sky. I mean, I've seen beaches that were this color, kind of color, with the water being this kind of color. So, sea green, I guess, because this purple is in between that and that, right? So this should match. But hey, that's just a theory, a color theory. That's my catchphrase, by the way. Feel free to cringe from it. It's one of my catchphrases. I've several. And again, I have to do this myself because sketch lines. And because fuck line art, basically. In a sense, though, I think the same amount of time that I spent doing this kind of sketch lines, like a refined sketch, it's the same amount of time I could have just said fuck it and done line art. I also don't know if this character is supposed to be a cat or a fox or whatever, because that can matter. That can actually affect the texture of the fluff and the ears and shit. Pretty straightforward. Ah, see? You're starting to see it. Yeah, I'm starting to see it. So my theory seems to have proven itself correct, because these colors, they all suit one another, being in the same hemisphere. This lower half right here, they technically count as cold colors because these colors are like, you know, nightly, watery, and then this is kind of like, I don't know. No, not, it's what it is, you know. But these are like cold colors, but they look happier because they are slightly saturated and pale, making them almost resemble something called pastel coloring. Saturated, but a bit higher in the brightness meter. I don't know about the ears. Maybe I should color them too. I mean, like this fluff stuff. Fluff stuff, yeah. She kind of reminds me of Okayu, the VTuber, the one that sometimes appears with Inugami Korono, the cat girl. She also has purple hair. She also has cat ears. Ah shit! I forgot to tag one of my friends. He he told me to tag him whenever I stream. These last 3 times I've streamed this week, I haven't done that because I forgot, and I said I would, but keep forgetting. Or maybe I'm just a horrible person, or both. You can see there's a bit of the base color on the skin missing here. The way you fix it, you hold Alt. Yeah, I drop that. You just fix whatever you have to. And then when you return to your layer again, just make sure you hide and unhide it so you know which one you're working on. And you don't accidentally put your base color on a different layer, as I have done a lot of times. Alright, so we're about to finish the base colors. Wow, who would have guessed? The stage that's actually supposed to take like 10 seconds. But I'm making it difficult for myself. Oh yeah, did you know, a fun fact about colors, the color palette that you choose to design a character will determine their general resonance. If you're gonna use black and red, they're probably gonna look more menacing. And if you use like light pastel colors like this, it's probably like, you know, happier, childish in a way. If you want to, not necessarily childish, but it's appropriate to this character. You might also notice that this is way too dark. If you want to use black, please don't use direct black or gray. You use a darker, saturated version, so like somewhere around this kind of range, and select a different color. Do this. See? Now that looks a lot more pleasant than black or gray. You know why? Oh, because it's not directly black or gray, and it also blends in with the color scheme, which is around this area that we're focusing on, right? Pink, dark pink. This is just a really dark grayish pink that we're using over here, or purple, you could say. Purple is up here too. What else? If I wanted to make the hair a little brighter, I could just do that. If it's too pale, Add some saturate. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. So this is the thing with paleness. Saturation stops affecting it after a certain threshold. Like if it's dark, you can saturate it like to heaven and back. But if it's bright, saturation like it stops affecting it. Do you see that? Like if I do that, you'll see that it just turns gray. But over here, you can't go further. That's just how color works. Oh, also, the darkness of color is kind of wait, no. How do I explain this? Okay, so this is the darkest area, right? We know that. If I make the hair this light, it's gonna attract your vision. It's automatically gonna go this way, not because you're a pervert who likes lolly legs, but because the colors are like this. They're darker and they stand out against the lightness, brightness, lightness, paleness of these other colors. Right here, this over here stands out. So you want to balance out like this, and yeah, by creating some darkness and saturation in an opposing area, that helps. That helps balance and neutral. I mean, not neutralize, equalize the focus, or distribute it evenly, I guess. Which, in a sense, is equalization. But you know, okay, base color is down. Now I want these sleeves to be white, right? I didn't fill them in earlier, so what I have to do is this is another. You know, when I colored this pink part of the shirt, I talked about wanting to turn it white, and by first filling in with one color and then turning it white later. Another technique is to just create a layer, fill it with black, reduce the opacity, and well, just use straight white because you can see white against this. Wait, sorry, wrong tool. You can see wrong tool again. You can see white against gray, but you can't see white against white. So that's why you can use this. Okay, let's find out where white. Okay, this seems to be the layer where I used white on because well, this colors are white. Oh, there's actually another tip I want to show you, and you, the person that I am dedicating this to. Clip Studio Paint has a nice feature that can you see this with the little chat box? Okay, it has a nice little feature where you can change or you can mark a color to be a particular color that you're using to make it more visible. See, it doesn't actually do anything to the illustration. It just lets you know, oh, this is the white layer. This is the layer where I have white on. Or I'll do the same thing to this picture over here, right? Select this. It's left of the combination layers selection. Let's say, like, I'm using pink right now, right? Oh yeah, that's the pink layer. You see that? Right there. I'm making my character transparent so you can see it. Right there. What's this? That's purple, right? So it's exactly so that you do not have to ask yourself, what's this? Okay, that's indigo, but you get what I mean. Also, always remember, a color is not just a color. And what I mean by that is, if you say purple, you're talking about probably magenta, grape purple, violet, indigo, all that shit, you know? If you say green, you're not just talking about green. Like this armband that I'm wearing over here, that's green, but this is green too. See what I mean? You can have turquoise, you can have emeralds, you can have well, basically all that shit. I think women naturally know this more because they use like they have to know this shit for like makeup and stuff, right? Guys just say that's purple, that's pink, that's blue, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working on white. White.